All right. I want to talk about the Ravens. I feel like this is interesting. It's a interesting team right now. I think they've done a lot to help improve their team with adding to their coaching staff. I think Jesse Minter, he could be a good coach, and he's bringing in the guys that I like. When I see it, I think it's good. I really like it. I think they're making some good moves. Um, but the problem lies with Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson is taking up, I think I saw it was like 26% of their cap space. And then he's going to want even more money. He's going to want to be the highest paid quarterback in the league. He's not the best quarterback in the league. I find that there's only three people worthy of that title: Mahomes, Allen, Burrow. He doesn't throw the ball as well as they do. He's a great athlete. He is a, dual threat, and you gotta watch out for the legs, and I'm not saying he's this horrible quarterback. I'm not saying that he's, just a running back. I like to joke about it, but I don't think it, because he still throws the ball pretty decently. But overall, the threat that he has, that he, his threat is running the ball, not throwing the ball. I know it doesn't help that he doesn't have weapons, but it's his legs. But it's hard to imagine the Ravens being able to bring in the pieces to fix their holes when Lamar Jackson is taking up such a big portion of your salary cap. And I saw that he's going to be making next or this season, he's going to be making 15 times more than what Bo Nix is going to be doing. Granted, Bo Nix is on a rookie contract, but that's still a crazy amount. That's a lot of money. And I really don't see the Ravens being able to do enough personnel wise to improve the team, to improve the roster. And I think Colin Cowherd made a very good point in thinking that they're not going to be making the Super Bowl as long as Lamar Jackson is there. These players are getting really, really greedy with their salary cap. Well, with the money that they want, and it's sad because it's just very selfish in my opinion. But so I would not be surprised to see Lamar Jackson getting traded just for the simple fact of he's going to cost too much money. And I could see if he does get traded, I can see him going to the Raiders because the Raiders are going to have the cap hit. They are going to have the cap space for him because one, they don't really, the only player right now that is actually getting a good contract is, or has a big cap hit, is Max Crosby, deserving. And then Brock Bowers is still, he's going into his third season, and they're probably going to use the fifth year option on him. So they'll be able to do it. And then the Ravens would be able to get the first overall pick and get Mendoza, um, and still feel like they can do some damage, if not this year, but next year, and still be in the race for the playoffs, the AFC North title, the Super Bowl, and then just build around Mendoza and actually get pieces to improve the roster and make it so much better and make their chances better than they would having Lamar Jackson. And it's not because Lamar Jackson is horrible. That's because of his salary cap. The other option I can see him going to is the Jets because they have the picks to actually trade for him. They don't really got the players to trade for him because shipped off some of their best ones during the 2025 season. But they'll be able to send over some first round picks because they got 5 between this year and next year. And then on it, I know it's the Jets, but could easily, at least be a threat to make the playoffs. But it's the Jets. But those are 2 possible. I think are some of the most likely. If Lamar gets traded, it'll be either one of those ones. Well, thank you for listening. See you guys around.